Welcome back, Christian here. Lucky's in the bathroom hanging out, and this is my first five in from my first look here on this Friday. A lot of F's there on this. Welcome back to the DFS dungeon, and we're here to talk about some low price options that help you build your lineup for this week. I've got 5 plays for you that could definitely help you get to whatever else you want to do this week. So here we go, and these are early slate picks, so we can help you throughout your entire main slate. So starting off at the bottom, like we like to do, we'll find a defense that we can run with this week. The Saints seem like the kind of like the Doy pick for this week at 3,700. They seem pretty safe. They'll probably be pretty popular, but we're going to pay down. We're going to go look, and find the Carolina Panthers at 2,600 this week. They are at home against New England, and I think it's a good spot for their defense. They got Rashawn Gilmore, I think that's his name, former great Patriot great. He's signed as a free agent, was hurt for a while, came back last week. I think they really step up and they give Mac Jones problem. Mac Jones has played well this year for being a rookie, but I think they might get him from time to time in this particular matchup. So 2,600 Carolina Panthers defense, that'll help us out a lot. Moving on up to tight end, I actually have a tight end pick that I like this week a lot. Very excited about Tyler Conklin, tight end for the Minnesota Vikings at the Baltimore Ravens. The Ravens have had lots and lots of trouble against the tight end position this year, and we are going to. He's at $3,000. Tyler Conklin is way underpriced. Take advantage of that. Hopefully some other news pops and some owners. I think he will be popular, so hopefully something comes along to take some ownership away from him. Tyler Conklin, $3,000. Plug him in and start building your lineup. Oh, the leaves are falling here in the dungeon. Anyway, back to these picks here. Okay, moving on up to the top. We've been getting burned a little bit on quarterback as of late. Some bad luck and some bad luck. But this week, we feel really good about paying down for quarterback, especially since finding out the news that Tyrod Taylor, quarterback for the Houston Texans, will be active from his hamstring injury. He has been out quite a while. He is a very functional quarterback, and I will take functional quarterbacks in great matchups against teams like Miami. Granted, they're on the road for this particular matchup, but Miami's been trouble, and Houston is not as bad with Tyrod Taylor, that is for sure. So we feel good about paying basically a minimum price for a starting quarterback. $5,000, Tyrod Taylor, Houston Texans against the Miami Dolphins this week. Go ahead and get started with that. Moving on down to the running back position. It's gonna, but if you need somebody cheap that's ready to go, Carlos Hyde, kind of a gross feeling pick, but that he can be a productive football player. He is active in the passing game. They will have a negative game script more than likely this week at home against the Buffalo Bills. Very tough matchup, not a great matchup, but at 4,900, Carlos Hyde is an option you can go to if you need a pay down option at running back this week. I am leaning towards that James Robinson plays but is hurt, and he will need help, and they don't really have much else out there. They have the guy with the funny name that begins with O. He is the other rosterable running back for the Jacksonville Jaguars this week. So if you really want to get tricky with it, he might pop it at $4,000. He might be the Juwan Howard of this week. Or Jordan Howard. If you watched the video last week, you heard me shout out Jordan Howard as being active and around, and he did score 2 touchdowns last week. So, but along those lines, thinking Carlos Hyde is going to help you out at 4,900, a home running back. They will be underdogs. That's not exactly the matchup we're looking for, but if you need a running back to get that low, you can definitely go there this week, whether or not James Robinson plays or not, to be honest with you. All right, moving on, wide receiver. There's a couple different guys right now. I was going to shout out, what was his name, Braylon Edwards or something like that for the Raiders. I don't know exactly how to read that whole situation right now. I'm really bad at anticipating how teams come out after weird things happening. A very tragic situation which happened over the weekend. I'm sure we've all heard about it. I don't really want to talk about it, but I'm just going to treat it as if one of the Raiders wide receivers are hurt. So you can grab yourself some Hunter Renfrow underpriced at 4,800. He gets 8 targets anyway. And then you also have Braylon Edwards or Brian Edwards or whatever his name is. He is 4,100, I believe, this week. He might get a slight uptick. He scored his first touchdown last week, and he might get an uptick in targeting. So Raiders receivers, there's definitely some value there this week. I just don't know exactly how that team comes out this week and what they look like, and so obviously we'll just have to see. But another name that has kind of popped for me, more bad news with receivers. Calvin Ridley is dealing with whatever he is dealing with right now. We do wish him luck out there. We like Calvin Ridley, so we wish him luck, but it looks like he will not be playing again this week. Taj Sharp is in that mix. He took all of Russell Gage's work last week. So Russell Gage, Taj Sharp, 41, 4,200, whatever he is, will probably be going there to some extent this week as well. Something tells me that maybe it's time to play Russell Gage as well. I don't know what he's priced at because he's very gun shy after just playing and did nothing. I just don't really get it. So once again, that Carolina defense looked much better with Gilmore added to the mix. They stepped on Matt Ryan's hand, and that also helps. But anyway, those are my first 5 in. Those are early slate plays that you can make this week to help you get to whatever else you want. That if you play these 5 dudes, you are looking at a remaining salary of $7,600 per player. You can do a lot with that, that's for sure. Anyway, that's my first 5 video on this Friday. I'm going to look at stuff a little bit more, and we'll do a deep dive on a game-to-game basis, probably tomorrow or tonight or whenever I feel like doing it. Planning on going live again this Sunday morning, so tell your friends, tune in, shout me out, share, like, subscribe, bang the bell, all that cliche YouTube stuff, and let's help get some traction here on the channel. I appreciate you watching if you do, and good luck to you out there this week. Later.